I ain't never seen a nigga eat a horse head. Ay, he made sure that the horse was dead. I ain't never seen a nigga eat a horse head. Shit, make sure that the horse dead. I ain't never seen a nigga brush a horse teeth. Why the fuck is you brushing on the horse teeth? How the fuck you gonna clean off a horse head? Then turn around, then cook the horse head. This nigga really from the struggle, look at his hairline. This nigga really from the struggle, look at his hairline. All the motherfucking coat sandal hairline. You got a coat and some sandals on hairline. The back of that coat got blew up in a bomb. I don't give a fuck, nigga, call your mom. What you about to do? You about to put it in the water tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, put it in the water tonight. Takal, Earls of Lemongrass, Space Nerd, Takal, Brutal Pains. Guys, so good to see you. I'm so sorry that Shawnee started so fucking late tonight. He's such a bastard. I don't know why he's doing this to us, but he's doing it to us. I think he's just trying to start a trend or some shit, My Lost Interest. Because My Lost Interest said this is his favorite show. Besides Replayables, he just wishes it would start on time.
Yeah.
Right?
Me too.
Yeah, me too. So I don't even know. It's 6:31, Chris. This is inconsecutive. Go ahead.
Unacceptable.
No, inconceptible. So not my fault, bitch.
Hey,
Whatever.
Wash,
Sean Doe. Okay, we should get into this because Sean made us start so late. You know what I think it is? I think Sean Doe got a connection to this dude. Look at his picture. Look at Robert Hansen's picture. Okay, related to Chris Hansen, but Shondo, put up a side by side of you and Robert Hansen.
Look almost like
Shondo.
Shawnee mixed with
Am I right?
Marty McFly.
No, totally looks like Shondo, and I think that's why he didn't want us to cover it tonight, boo. I think he's seen it and he knows. So I'm just gonna have to read the chat from here, from the chat where I normally see it on my phone. But I don't got my phone, right?
Because you left it.
I left it at the restaurant, okay?
Mm-hmm.
No biggie. I'll go get it later. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, you're right. You guys do look similar.
See? Shondo side by side. That's the Shondo side by side. I'm telling you. That guy's got eyebrows. Shondo doesn't. So, there you go. Mm-hmm. So we're going to add a little bit of doo-doos and some beans on it tonight, and we're going to have to rush through this because Sean made us so fucking late, My Lost Interest. I'm so sorry. 1/2 hour earlier than the last time.
Yeah.
Took out. All right, boo. This guy's got a lot of victims to cover in 29 minutes.
Yeah, I know. It would have been nice to start on time.
I would have posted this on Facebook and told everybody on Facebook that we were live, but I left my phone at the restaurant. It's an inside job, Chris. I know, Earls of Lemongrass. Right?
Superior detective skills.
Boom. Mystery solved. Let's go.
What am I doing?
You're reading about Earls of Robert.
So we show up a half hour late and then I just get to read. Yay.
No, it's not all about reading, okay? I mean, I could read that whole story in a half hour. Go.
Robert Christian Bose Hansen, infamously known as the Butcher Baker, was an American serial killer.
4 fucking names. That's what I'm saying, boo. Every serial killer got 4 names. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Active in Anchorage, Alaska between 1972 and 1983. Abducting, raping, and murdering at least 17 women.
Damn. Always happens in Alaska. You know what he was doing? He was looking for those Eskimo pies.
Many of the women abducted were released by Hansen into the wilderness and hunted with a Ruger Mini 14 and hunting knives.
Well, that ain't too bad.
Hansen was captured in 1983 and sentenced to 461 years imprisonment without the possibility of parole. He died in 2014 of natural causes at age 75.
I thought he was still alive.
No, it says died.
Oh my God, I thought he was still alive. Where does it say died?
Right there.
If I had my phone, I'd be able to see that. I'm just saying.
He was born in Estersville, Iowa on February 15th, 1939.
Cornhusker.
Of 2 children to an American mother, Edna Margaret Hansen, and a Danish father, local baker, Christian Chris Hansen.
Bam!
Oh my gosh, look at Chris Hansen.
Wow. His dad was catching predators Didn't even know. He was too busy.
He was a Danish baker. I
Right.
bet he made Danishes.
Wow. He was too busy catching other predators to realize that his son was a predator.
I didn't even see
Brutal
that.
Pain knows. So there you go, Sean.
Brutal Pain's here?
Yeah. And he said, Sean, drinking like a bitch tonight.
Robert was employed at his father's bakery.
Uh-huh.
The family moved to Richmond, California in 1942, but returned to Iowa in 1949 and settled in Pocahontas.
Time to make the donuts.
In his youth, Hansen was painfully shy, had a stutter, and suffered severe acne that left him permanently scarred.
Today, Junior.
Throughout childhood and adolescence, he was described as a quiet loner who had a difficult relationship with his domineering father, Chris.
There 100% is a chance, my lost interest. To count.
Hansen?
Tits McGee said, I almost rode a moose. Happy first. Oh, welcome to the show, Tits McGee. To count. You're about to hear.
Wow.
I'm glad you're here on time, Tits McGee, because you're about to hear about Chris Hansen's son, Robert Hansen. He was a predator, but Chris did not notice it. 2 joints, my brother. Oh, yeah. Oh, cow. So Robert is Chris's spawn, and Chris was too busy catching other predators diddling people to realize that his son, which looks like a lot like Sonny Boy, was out there fucking rapping people, because we gotta say rapping, Shondo, because we're on the verge of getting remonetized if you reapply, bro. All right.
Throughout childhood and adolescence, he was described as a quiet... Hansen took to practicing both hunting and archery, often finding refuge in those pastimes.
Yeah.
In 1957, he enlisted in the U.S. Army Reserve and served for 1 year before being discharged.
Oh, God.
He later worked as an assistant drill instructor at a police academy in Pocahontas. There, he began a relationship with a younger woman who he married in 1960.
Wow. So he was up in Pocahontas?
I guess.
Wow. He was straight up drill sergeant in that shit. It's boner-tized.
On December 7th, 1960, Hansen was arrested for burning down a Pocahontas County school bus garage as revenge for his mistreatment in high school.
I cannot believe he burned down Elizabeth Warren's school.
Who?
Elizabeth Warren's school.
Yeah.
Not the bee's nose.
He served 20 months of a 3-year prison sentence in Anamosa State Penitentiary.
Damn.
During which his first wife divorced him.
Shit. Go to jail, get poked by a male, get divorced. Duh, cow.
During his incarceration, Hansen was diagnosed with manic depression with periodic schizophrenic episodes.
I bet.
The psychiatrist who made the diagnosis noted that he had an infantile personality and was obsessed with getting back at people he felt had wronged him.
I mean, I got an infantile personality.
Yeah, no
like, I still love to breastfeed. To cow. What?
Will you stop saying that?
What?
That.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Not the bees picked up on my little rap, but go ahead.
Both the
Can't
Abels.
get shit past it, not the bees.
Over the next few years, Hansen was jailed several times for petty theft. In 1967, he moved to Anchorage, Alaska with his second wife, whom he had married in 1963 and with whom he had 2 children.
What the fuck moves to Alaska?
In Anchorage, he was well liked by his neighbors and set several local hunting records.
Wow, okay, because guess what? Your fucking neighbors in Alaska, far and few in between, besides like all those retarded Alaskan people that were on that goddamn show. I can't even remember their fucking name. The little, like, inbred family and shit that was running around in Alaska. The guy with
the weird hair?
Yeah. And they were like all fucking like inbred and shit, and they were running around and they were like, we own the town. Arr, arr. So their dumb little wolf son that thought he was a fucking wolf. I can't even remember what their fucking name is, but whatever. To cow, homie and Chris. To cow to you.
To cow.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat, babe, because I don't got my phone because I left it at the restaurant.
Yes. In December 1971, Hansen was arrested twice, first for abducting and attempting to rap an unidentified housewife, then for rapping an unidentified sex worker. He pleaded no contest to assault with a deadly weapon in the former offense, The rap charge involving the sex worker was dropped as part of a plea bargain.
Boom! He was the beatbox champ to Cal.
What?
That's what he was doing when he was rapping them.
What?
He's the beatbox champ.
Do that again. No. No.
What? Okay.
Oh my God.
You want me to rap to you
No,
later?
no.
I will. I'll be like, hey,
Stop.
Boo, look at you.
Stop it. Hansen was sentenced to 5 years in prison. After serving 6 months of his sentence, he was placed on a work release program and released to a halfway house. In 1976, Hansen pleaded guilty to larceny after he attempted to steal a chainsaw from an Anchorage Fred Meyer store.
Oh my God.
He was sentenced to 5 years
For a chainsaw?
in prison and required to receive psychiatric treatment for his manic depression. The Alaska Supreme Court reduced Hansen's sentence, and he was released with time served.
Boom. Two joints and not to be as recognized as Boo. Seriously.
Nate hadn't broken my glasses.
I know. Wow, you just doxed him. Because you were like, don't tell Nate that he broke my glasses. And now you literally just said, Nate broke my glasses.
Did I break your glasses? I was like, no, you didn't break my glasses.
Yeah, I know, because you're too nice.
Like,
I would have been like, okay, you did,
I was
bro.
like, no, they're totally fine.
Don't sit on that shit.
He didn't sit on him. He just put them on
I know, and then cracked him because he's got a fat face.
Now you just doxed him.
I didn't dox him. Nobody knows Nate's got a fat face. Jesus, Boo. Go ahead.
Or that he broke my glasses.
Yeah, exactly. Go.
He's not watching anyway.
Maybe.
Brendan might be, though.
I know. Oh, well, way to double dox. Okay.
Ah.
Híjole. Let's go.
Hansen. Hansen is believed to have begun killing around 1972. His modus operandi.
His M.O.
Yes, which I did not know what that was.
It's M.O.
Is believed to have been to stalk a woman to learn her habits, eventually picking her up in his car and forcing her at gunpoint into his home, where he would wrap her, then stab or shoot her.
Bam! Get up in those goods.
Some of the women Hansen murdered were sex workers. Many were teenagers.
Well, I mean, you know what? A dollar's a dollar, Boo.
Don't be gross.
Well, it's because Milo Central said Chris's raps makes homies naughty bits tingle.
No.
Yep. Uh-huh.
No, it doesn't. No.
Yes, it does.
It is believed by authorities that Hansen's first murder victim was 18-year-old Celia Van Zanten. Van Zanten was kidnapped on December 22nd, 1971, and froze to death in the wilderness after escaping from her abductor.
Right.
Her body was discovered, guess when?
So she
Guess when?
7/10.
No.
When?
December 25th.
Why would you throw that at me? Merry Christmas. She's frozen.
The abduction occurred.
Let it go.
The abduction occurred 3 days after Hansen committed his assault on the sex worker for which he was imprisoned.
Wow.
While there are some similarities between Hansen's MO and Van Zanten's abduction, there is no conclusive evidence linking him to the attack, and Hansen himself denied involvement.
Wonder if she's related to Carlos Van Zanten.
Who's that?
The guitar player.
Santana?
He fucking... he played
Carlos
on,
Santana?
He played on like Selena shit and stuff. Not the Selena that you're thinking of. The other Selena. Yeah.
I'm not thinking of the other Selena.
He was like wailing on the guitars and shit. Carlos Van Zanten's. So I bet they're related. There's not too many Van Zantens around, Bo. So, anyways, let me just ask my Swami.
There's not even a Carlos.
Swami, is there a Carlos Van Zanten?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, 8-ball. To Cal.
That's not an 8-ball.
It 100% was an 8-ball at one time.
On June 13th, 1983, Hansen offered 17-year-old Cindy Paulson $200 to perform oral sex.
Ooh, that's a lot. That girl must have known what she was doing.
Wow.
I'm just saying, boo, $200. It's a lot. You don't offer somebody $200 for that.
Well, if you're this guy, you might.
Well, I mean, if she, yeah, like if you walk up to her and she looks like her lips say Kirby or fucking Hoover, then maybe. But if they're just like thin lips, no.
What?
You ask for a discount. Haven't you heard it in that song?
No.
OPP?
Yeah, I heard that.
Are you down with a discount? Boom. See, $200 for a mouth hug is a lot. Bam. Put a poll in the chat, Shondo. Is $200 a lot for a mouth hug? To Cal.
Chris,
What?
would you agree?
No.
Drinking keeps Liz from being dialed in on the killers. Yes.
I absolutely agree. 2 joints. She should quit drinking.
Good.
Right.
When she
And then
got
you
into
can
the
say
car,
dialed in.
when she got into the car, he pulled out a gun
Space Nerd knows.
and drove her to his home in Muldoon. Space Nerd doesn't.
She pulled out a gun?
He pulled out a gun.
200.
Who's the killer?
You just said she pulled out a
He
gun and said,
pulled out
drive
a
me to your
gun.
place. You said she pulled out a gun and said, drive me to your place and put it in my face.
No.
Stop
it!
This is what I thought you said. So, okay. 6 votes so far on the mouth hugs to Cal. We probably got more votes than we do likes on Rumble. But go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening. It's not me. It's him. Am I the one that fucking picked her up? Am I the one that gave her $200 for a mouth hug? No. Absolutely not.
Stop.
I'm saying.
There, he held her captive and
8
proceeded to rap and torture her. She
Mhm.
later told police that after Hanson chained her by the neck to a post in his basement, he took a nap on a nearby couch.
Boo, you're going to like this. The
Why?
poll is split. $200 for a mouth hug. Yes and no. 50-50. To Cal. Guess it depends where you're at. Tingle, tingle. What? Go ahead. Thank you, 2 joints, my bro. Always got my back.
Right.
Exactly.
No.
Stay
2
strong.
joints. 2 joints has no idea.
Yes, he does.
No.
Just because he's Canadian doesn't mean he doesn't have an idea. Boo.
He has no idea.
All right?
what-
I don't care.
When he awoke, he put her in his car and took her to Merrill Field, where he told her that he intended to take her to his shack near the Nick River
Ooh.
area of the Matanuska.
Let me see. I can read it.
I just spit.
Where's it at?
Matanuska.
Sustanian Valley. Okay? It's only accessible by boat.
I have to get the pronunciation right. It drives me nuts.
Okay, or where else?
Matanuska Susitna Valley. Accessible only by boat or plane.
What kind of plane?
What do you mean?
What kind of plane is it
It doesn't-
accessible by? Pretty sure it does. What kind of plane?
I'm not saying it.
Say it. Tell
What
him.
is it? You're so smart.
Boo! You gotta tell people how to. You gotta tell Tits McGee how to get to Mississippi Island.
Crouched
What?
in
No.
the back
What kind of?
seat.
Let me
Get
see.
the skirt. No.
Tell him. Tell Tits McGee how to get there.
A small plane.
You know who Tits McGee is.
Guys, you messed with the cord and no one can hear you now. You're just miming.
Yeah.
No!
It's so
There you go, you're back.
Hey.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's who Tits McGee is?
Yes. Tell him how to get to the Mississippi Island, Boo.
By a small plane.
What kind of plane?
A small one.
Tell
By
me.
a boat.
Tits McGee wants to know, Boo.
I know. I'm not.
What
gonna
kind of
say-
plane?
A bush plane.
Boom!
You saw it.
I did see it.
I know.
always see a
That's
bush.
the only reason you.
I see a bush from a mile away.
Good for you.
I do. Oh my God.
You know, I'm gonna start acting like you do and see how you like it.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
Say I see a bush from a mile away.
No.
Okay, well that's how you get there, by bush plane.
I'm exercising some real patience.
Okay, go ahead. You still need 3 SAG vouchers to get there, Boo. Boom. You take a bush plane.
You know,
Okay, fine. We'll put it in RBLQ. RBLQ plus terms. A fish plane.
does it make you happy if I say, "Oh yeah"?
Who the fuck are you, Sheryl Crow? You asking me, does it make you happy?
I hate double standards.
Okay, go ahead. Oh my God, Tom Gully's my bros here. Check out Tom Gully. We are learning real quick that the only way to get around Australia is hire a hooker for a $200 mouth hug and take a bush plane. Right? Oh my God.
Paulson crouched in the back seat of Hansen's car with her wrists cuffed in front of her body.
Oh my God.
Saw a chance to escape when he was busy loading the cockpit of his airplane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I always spot cockpit.
In the bush plane.
Yeah,
Girl.
I can spot a cockpit from a mile away.
Oh, I bet you can.
I bet I can.
Oh,
How's that
good.
make you feel?
It makes me feel good.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like when I say that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Did somebody say cockpit? Oh my
They
god.
show the fuck
Wow.
did.
Ugh.
Yeah, when you choke on my cock. Okay.
While Hansen's back was turned, Paulson crawled out of the back seat, opened the driver's side door, and ran toward nearby 6th Avenue.
Wow. Holy shit. FTG, boo.
Who's that?
It's saying fuck the bush. Go ahead. Wow.
Ugh.
I'm not the one who was
Paulson
hiring.
later told police that
Oh my
she had
God.
left her blue sneakers on the passenger side floor of the sedan
Wow.
as evidence that she had been in Hansen's car.
Yeah, go
Hansen
ahead and kick your
panicked
shoes off.
and chased her, but Paulson reached 6th Avenue and managed to flag down a passing truck.
Damn.
The driver, Robert Yount.
Yount. No, Robert
Alarmed-
Yount. He played baseball, boo. He was actually a very famous baseball player. Yeah, Robert Yount.
Yount?
Yeah. He was.
Alarmed
Look
by
it up.
Paulson's disheveled appearance, stopped and picked her up. He drove her to
I bet he did. Like a dude's not going to pick up somebody missing their shoes running down the highway in their... They just jumped out of a bush plane, whatever. I mean, come on. You're taught when you're little, pick up a damsel in distress.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you are. It's being gentlemanlike.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He drove her to the Mush Inn.
Oh my God, of course he fucking did. Hey girl,
Where
you want to
she-
go to the Mush Inn? Which is now known as the Smash Inn, which is now known as the Holiday Inn. And if your girl starts acting up, then you take her friend.
You know, I'm glad you get like 4 hours a week to act like a total and complete jerk.
What are you talking about? Am I the one
I'm
who's
glad
in?
you get to unwind.
It's not me. Stop projecting, okay? I'm not the one in motherfucking Alaska
Projecting.
flying bush planes. Projecting. I'm not flying bush planes. Brutal Pain knows where I'm at. Am I in Alaska? No. Am I flying bush planes? No. Earl's the lemongrass.
Okay, well, it's time
Am I
for
the
your-
one fucking making girls run around with their shoes off so they can jump into another dude's car and he can take her to the mush in? No.
It's time for your next.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Let's get into this. I'm getting bricked up. Okay.
That is not.
Sounds romantic.
I don't think.
Hmm.
AA,
What did AA say?
$2.
How much for homie to give Chris a mouth hug?
No. it's
$2?
a flat- No.
Sold!
Stop it.
Do you take debit?
No, I don't.
I hope you don't take cell phone because I left mine at the restaurant. Okay. Okay. Let's get into it, boo. The Mush Inn sounds like a makeout point for every 60 movies. Absolutely. Tits McGee. Put him on the Times Out. I don't know what
No.
that is.
I don't.
It is. Swear to God.
No.
Almost heard a moose. It's a cow. A moose knuckle. All right, so go.
I don't even know where I was.
Yes, he did.
I don't know where I was.
You said that he took the Robin Younts, which was the pitcher for the Houston Astros back in the day, boo.
Oh, she jumped out of the truck and ran inside.
Mm-hmm.
While she pleaded with the clerk to phone her boyfriend at the Big Timber Motel.
Oh my God, what kind of goddamn row is this?
Yount
The Mush Hotel, the Timber Hotel.
continued on to work where he called the police to report the incident.
Guarantee you they don't leave the light on. Like a Motel 6. with
I'm sweating.
Tom Bodette's.
I'm totally sweating. I wish there was a fan in here.
Yeah, fuck the mushroom hotels. What is it?
I said I was sweating. I wish there was a fan in here.
There is. You got a bunch of fans in here, boo.
Mm-hmm.
So hit it.
When Anchorage Police Department officers arrived at the Mush Inn, they were told that Paulson had taken a cab to the Big Timber Motel.
Mm.
The police officers arrived there and found Paulson in room 110.
And you know what he was looking for? AAA discount or AARPs. Okay, go.
Still handcuffed and alone.
Oh, he was handcuffed and alone? What kind of kinky shit is that?
She was taken to the police department headquarters where she described her attacker. Hansen, when questioned by the police officers, denied Paulson's accusation, stating that she was trying to cause trouble for him because he would not pay her extortion demands.
Bam. That's what I'm saying. Every good hooker tries to extort you.
This excuse became one Hansen used on other occasions,
Oh,
but
boy.
although he had several prior run-ins with the law, Hansen's meek demeanor and humble occupation as a baker, along with his alibi from his friend John Henning, persuaded police not to consider him a serious suspect.
He was a baker. He told the cops, I paid her dough. To cow. It's not my fault she had a yeast infection that ruined my erection.
Just yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Bam. What? What do you say?
I said, we're going to have to continue this.
Do you want to continue this?
We're going to have to. It's 10 o'clock.
We should continue this. It wasn't Hansen. It was Perry Caravello, boo.
We can skip replayables.
What?
No.
Sean, zip up your pants, okay? I know we're at the hot and steamies part of the show where you're fucking like bricked up and everything else.
We can't leave BF hanging.
Yeah. We cannot leave him hanging like a man without no arms, okay? And I know it's a 3-minute warning, BP, but you don't understand. There's show prep in replayables. And not only that, but guess what?
Chris is going to make me write the list. Oh, you can't even send it to me.
I can't.
You have to send it to me, Sean.
Sean, can you send homie the list real quick? Because my phone's at the restaurant.
I mean, sure. I mean, I emailed it to you, so I mean.
Yeah, but guess what? I don't have access, dumbass. Oh, my phone's at the restaurant.
Oh yeah, you just switch over to your email on her phone, and then you got it.
She doesn't have my email on her phone.
Oh my!
God damn, Sean.
You input the information.
You're totally trying to make this complicated, and it doesn't need to be.
Oh my god!
Simply easy. Just send homie the clips.
You know what? It would have been fine if you weren't late for the show.
What a dumb son bitch. I was late because I knew that you were running behind, and I left my phone at the restaurant, and I was looking for it. Okay.
It's never Chris's fault, guys.
No, some bitch.
Yeah.
Except on days that end with Y.
Oh my god, why are you wasting so much time, Sean?
There's not a bag in that trash.
Okay, fine. We're ending the show.
It's at Long John
Bye.
Silver's to cows.
Alright.
Love you guys.
Bye.
TBC. And stay tuned because replayables coming up.